Hi, good morning from very damp New Jersey.
So I am Eleanor Twinsky.
I am Lauren, also known as Dinner with People I Like.
And so Lauren is my dear friend who started an amazing Instagram account called Dinner with People I Like, where she cooks all sorts of things and kind of walks you through how to cook them. So today we're doing a little collab. We're going to make some healthy brunch things.
Yeah, we're just gonna do, honestly, I like things quick and I like them tasty. So we are going to make egg bites. All you need is eggs, which everybody has, some spinach. You feel like adding a little bit extra, you like broccoli, you can add broccoli. If you want to add meat to it, you can easily add meat. You can do vegetarian, shredded cheese, an onion, a little milk, whatever one you prefer.
I'm a soy milk person, but you can do whatever. And I always get the question about soy milk and breast cancer. Fine, this is very not processed, so you just want to avoid very processed soy. Otherwise, soy milk is great.
But the reason for the milk is because putting in like just a touch of milk into eggs makes them like really nice and fluffy.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Even if you're just scrambling eggs, just like tease a little bit of milk in there when you're beating the eggs. It actually does a world of difference, and you're gonna see like the difference in your eggs. Tin muffins. We're putting paper liners in it because we don't feel like dealing with digging them out later. And then just the spices that you like to use. My ever-present Trader Joe's umami, garlic salt because yeah. And I'm gonna try the green goddess seasoning from Trader Joe's. It does have like a little spinach in there. It has a little lemon in it, which I think is gonna be nice. So yeah.
Alright, so what if people wanted to use egg whites?
Totally fine.
Yeah.
Like honestly.
How would you do like a little one egg and egg whites, or just all egg whites?
If you want to do all egg whites, then you can always get like the carton of egg whites if that is the easiest.
Yeah.
You want like a dozen eggs for this.
Okay.
Like unfortunately, egg recipe is like because I would in my mind call this a quiche.
Yeah.
Like mini quiches. Quiche needs a ton of eggs.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
either buy a hen or invest in a membership to somewhere where you can buy a lot of eggs.
And then you could also add other vegetables to this, right? So you
Yes.
could add peppers, you could add mushrooms. We're going to keep it simple, but we definitely got some greens with the spinach here.
Because we are going to be pre-cooking the vegetables before they go into the muffin tins with the eggs. So it's like depending on how you want to make it, just make sure that you can just do it in a decent amount of time so that you aren't like overdoing it.
Okay, so what's first?
First things first, let's beat these eggs.
All right, let's do it.
So here we go. I'm actually, by the way, I'm saving these shells.
What are you doing with them?
I'm gonna be putting them in my garden.
Oh, all right. That is. Are you composting?
No, actually, this is what I do. What I do is I put them into a Ziploc bag. I crush the heck out of them, and then I just kind of like mix it into my topsoil.
Oh.
So I enjoy growing tomatoes, and sometimes when you grow them in planters, they get a little gross on the bottom, if you will. Like when the actual tomatoes grow, like they kind of get like root. I don't know what it's called. Like I'm not a gardener.
So where do you grow them then?
So I do grow them in a planter in my backyard, but I find that besides like using regular like fertilizer or whatnot and gardening lime to do it, you also need to provide some sort of nutrient into the soil, and this is great.
These are for you.
Thank you.
You take them all home for your tomatoes.
Oh, mine.
Environmentally friendly.
And now here we go. And the key is just to get air in it, and that's really what the whisk is doing too. Like it's providing like the air, but as long as you can stab and just do that, splash, like that's enough. You can even too much, you know. Now, I myself like adding all this stuff in now.
You do it now.
Mm-hmm.
How much are we adding?
Go for it. Go for it.
I'm always wary about the spices because I know my kids will eat like.
I'm gonna be really honest with you. I don't even know how this tastes. Like I don't know what the taste of it is,
Yeah.
but it seems that everything that I cook with it tastes great.
Alright,
So
let's do
I'm
this.
assuming. You know what? This. Actually, it smells really
It does
nice.
smell nice. It has minced onion, garlic,
Guys, it tastes great.
ground black pepper.
We're doing it.
chives, green onion. Oh, you can do a little more.
Yeah, we could probably. It does have pepper in it.
Yeah.
So if we're pepper adverse, like
don't do too much.
Yeah, don't. But it does have a really nice taste to it.
And then this is garlic salt.
Uh huh.
All right.
We can be a little more liberal. This is our salt.
All right.
Okay. We're gonna be putting some of that garlic salt when we cook the spinach because spinach needs stuff. Okay,
Right,
cool.
that's ready
This
to
is
go.
mixed. It's ready to go. Actually, before we are ready to do everything, we're gonna throw the cheese into this. But for now,
That's
this
it.
can stay here
Now
on
we're
the
gonna
side.
Go cook the spinach. Or first we need to cut the onion, right?
Onion first. I'd love to gift a knife, but apparently the way around it is you have to pay the person for it. So even if you give them like a quarter, you are paying
Yeah.
them for the knife because my sister got knives for her wedding too, and I was like, "Did you pay them?" And she's like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Julie, give the woman a penny if you have one." So
So do we need the full onion?
yeah. You know what? Actually, we might only need half the onion. Depends on how oniony you want it, honestly. So,
Let's make it less oniony.
okay.
I'm gonna get the kids too.
They're never gonna know. They'll never know. Every time my kids like watch me like do stuff, they're like, I don't like this. It's like, you literally eat all this stuff all the time. So I need to sharpen my knives. So.
It's all about hiding the vegetables.
Yes. It's like my kids are like prolific spinach eaters, and it's like, but if you say to them, oh, like, you know, we're having like some spinach or whatever, they're like, no.
Yeah.
But like,
But you put it in
it's
this.
it's
and
literally in
yeah.
everything. Like it's in everything. When I make risotto, I just like throw it in there because it melts away to nothing. Not melt, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no,
it like
it
shrivels to nothing.
Yeah.
They can't tell.
I put it in smoothies all the time, and I actually do cauliflower in smoothies too, because it makes it creamy, and then
Yeah,
it's an
and-
extra vegetable.
I think we're good.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, I think
All right.
we are.
And then,
So let's move to the stove so we can start doing this.
all right, let's do it. Okay.
A brand new olive oil for me? Awesome.
All for you.
So olive oil, we are going to be cooking the onion first. We're gonna get it nice and soft, and then we will add in the spinach. We decided to go a little off book this time. We are going to use a lemon, and we're gonna put some lemon juice into the spinach because you wanna have a little liquid to help like steam it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like usually I would use like my ever present like chicken broth. So, and this goes. I need that. It's funny cooking on other people's stuff.
It's like you're telling you to like make the thing. You're gonna go to people's houses and cook.
Not that good of a chef, Eleonora.
Or
I'm not that.
underestimate yourself.
I probably do, but like, it usually takes me like forever to do things anyway. So,
Yeah, we're all about quick, 30-minute things.
you know what? I heard that there's a way that like, oh, if you like
Oh,
turn it
yeah, that's
like
how-
this,
okay.
it works. So, and then just a little bit of that garlic salt. We're gonna be putting in some more too when we put that spinach in because you need to flavor spinach. I love spinach. I think it's delicious, but like just by itself, it's like, wow.
So are you waiting for them to brown before you add the spinach?
We're not gonna go too brown. I want it to soften up a little bit because the best thing to do when cooking is know what items take the longest to cook, and then like you start with those and then you work backwards. Spinach takes like no time to cook, but stuff like onions and peppers takes the very, very longest to cook. So you want to cook those first. If you were adding in protein, I would do this, any other harder vegetable to cook. Then I would do like the meat, and then at the end I would put the
And
spinach.
you should put like a ground chicken or a ground turkey in here.
Yeah, like honestly, like the world is your oyster with this. If you so nice.
Alright, well, good.
Never put your face over a stove.
Alright.
Okay, let's do it.
Ready? Pull back.
Yeah, just go. Go for it. Yeah. Oops. Oops.
Got a little more in here. There we go. It always seems like a lot, but it cooks down to nothing.
It's literally, yeah, it's literally nothing. I go through just bags and bags of spinach because like it's barely a handful again. So I'm kind of just letting it heat up. I'm not gonna like go nuts on it because if I start mixing it, it's just gonna get everywhere. But what I am gonna do is squeeze this. We're doing the lemon because honestly, it adds a little brightness to stuff. We're not gonna go too nuts.
The other one too?
You know what? I gotta taste.
Okay.
This I gotta taste. See, it's like, also, like the onions are going to cook in the oven with the eggs.
Okay.
So you don't need them to like
Yeah.
get browned to nothing. Also, burning things is horrible. So, that looks great. It does. This is what I'm gonna do. If you're really good with the lemon oil.
We need more?
No.
No. Okay.
Also, sometimes lemon kind of takes like that egginess like out of eggs. So it's really nice. Like I will gladly, and now we need to put in more spices. Like when I'm baking, salt. I will do zest. I will do lemon zest in any box cakes even.
You want more of this?
That is tasty as heck, and I cannot believe I've been sleeping on this for so long.
Now, are you letting it like wilt in nothing, or are you kind of just gonna leave it here?
No, we're gonna let it like wilt like all the way down, and then we are going to turn off the stove. So actually, this is nice. We're going to turn it off, and we have to let this cool off.
Okay.
Because we are going to be adding this to the eggs, and you don't want it to be piping hot because then you're literally going to cook the eggs in the bowl.
Before you.
We don't want to cook them in the bowl. We want to cook them in the oven. While you're doing all this, oven 350.
From day one.
Like, oh my gosh. Like, I always forget that, but at least preheating to 350 doesn't take that long. So, yeah.
All right, we are back. So we've got, there's not a lot of mozzarella left in here.
That's fine.
What is it?
And whatever cheese you want. Mozzarella is always great.
Okay.
Here, by all means, mix away. And I'm going to slowly add in our spinach. It is sufficiently cooled. Again, we don't want to cook it in the bowl. We want to cook it in the oven. So thankfully, it does cool off quite quickly. Keep mixing.
Looks amazing.
As my mom would say, just keep going. Just don't worry about it. I'll do it.
Okay.
It's like,
So this is what it looks like now. You can see it's great. It's beautiful.
yeah, no, it looks really good. Yeah, because you want to make sure that, I mean, as well as you can, evenly mix something that's in a liquid, you know?
All right.
But, yep, we are good.
Okay.
We can just throw the
All right.
stuff in there.
Are we ready to, do we spray these with anything?
No,
No,
if,
okay.
if it was going to be just like straight up in the muffin tin, I would spray the heck out of it with Pam first, or whatever you prefer to use to grease it up. I know Pam is like probably the worst, so
I use avocado oil cooking spray. But
that
whatever.
is actually great too.
Yeah.
If you have like even olive oil cooking
Yeah.
spray, just something that really gives it a good grease and that it'll release easily. But sometimes you just don't want to do it, and using a cup is totally fine. So we are going to fill these. Do not overfill these.
They
Like,
rise.
I'm looking at it. Do not overfill anything ever in a muffin tin, because eggs are going, like, eggs poof.
Yeah.
Everything poofs in the oven. Heat rises, everybody. Remember that from science class? So
All right.
I'm going to carefully do that.
All right, so this ended up making, actually, we got a whole one here, and then
And we have,
ones.
little minis. As you see, these are probably gonna get really poofy, so
Yeah,
we're
we
gonna,
might overfilled.
you know what? This is what you do. You put, if anything, it's going to bubble over and then go around, like it's gonna go around the cup and whatever. But you can always put a tray, like a underneath, just in case of like bubble overs. Always, everybody, always have a tray.
Ready to go. So the crazy thing is that if you go to Starbucks and get those egg bites, the cost of those 2 egg bites is literally probably more than the cost of all of these.
Yeah.
It's really eggs, spinach, and then you have everything else at home.
I was even telling Eleonora while we were filling these up that you could even, if you like goat cheese, if that's like your preference, you can do all the mixture. Don't put the goat cheese into the egg because it's gonna just be gross.
Yeah.
But fill it up and then gently like put the crumbled goat cheese in. It would be like delicious,
Okay.
and then you can tell everybody like what a fantastic chef you are. So So we, probably because they were very filled, like we actually ended up cooking them for longer. And I did raise the temperature slightly on this. So we raised it up to 375 and we probably ended up cooking this for what, like
25 minutes, yeah.
So, if you want to start at 15, that's fine. Just do a check. Do the check with just a toothpick and see if it's like still coming out eggy.
Yeah.
Like now it is clean, so
Yeah.
we're fine. See, and I can even
Yes.
check these ones too. Always go to the middle ones because these are the ones that will be the last to cook. So all of these should be done if these two are done. So it came out clean. It looks good. See, if you'd like, you touch them. Like they're nice and spongy too. So, cannot wait to have these.